How's it going? Make sure everything is working before I get started trying these out. That looks good. Is this working? Yeah. Cool. So we got 3 different drinks to try today. We've got Gina Calamansi juice. No clue what that is. And we've got Rainstorm Guava Strawberry energy drink. And then this one is Roar Organic Cucumber Watermelon. That's a complete hydration drink. I'm going to start with the cans because they're smaller. Probably will not stay cold as long. Start with this Rainstorm. So this is a multi-stream live stream. I'm going to do my little presentation of each one, and then I'll check the comments and see if anyone said anything, which is usually not the case, but feel free to say something and I'll hopefully see it. Yeah. All right. First one. Take a look at this Rainstorm Clean Energy Guava Strawberry. It is 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters, 0% juice, 10 calories, 280 milligrams of sodium. That's quite a bit. 5 grams of total carbohydrates, 2 grams of erythritol, which is a sugar alternative. And it also has vitamin A, niacin, which is B3, B12, pantothenic acid, chromium, vitamin C, B6, biotin, B7, and zinc. And then for the ingredients, we've got water, ERYTHRITOL. That's a sugar alternative, low calorie sweetener. Do your research on that, obviously, and make sure it's something you should be consuming. Citric acid for pH control, natural flavors, sodium citrate, and this is a pretty big list of stuff. Panic ginseng extract, sucralose, which is also a sugar alternative, low calorie sweetener, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, zinc, and then some of the other B3, beta carotene for color, vegetable juice for color, ester gum, B5, B6, green tea extract, 45% EGCG, guarana extract, which is usually added to energy drinks, vitamin A, chromium, and then it's got another word that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. I'll show it on screen, but this is difficult to read as is, so we'll see how that goes. Manufactured for Rain Beverage Company, and they are in Los Angeles, California. Okay. And then they have some more text down here talking about it's marketing material. I'm not going to go over it, but I'll at least show it. This has 200 milligrams of caffeine for the can. And then there's more marketing stuff on the side here. But I'll show this up close. You can see it for yourself. We have the magic of zoom lens. There we go. Rainstorm Clean Energy Guava Strawberry. $12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. And here is the difficult to read text. 0% juice, 10 calories. And then take note of one of the sweeteners in here. It also has, I believe, sucralose. Yeah, that's really difficult to get on screen. And then there's the vitamins. Vitamin A, niacin, B12, benzoic acid, chromium. Vitamin C, B6, B7, zinc. And then we've got our ingredients. Carbonated water, erythritol, sucralose, all the different vitamins. There's ginseng, ester gum. Yeah, a lot going on. Try to move the camera a little bit, or I mean the thing so it highlights it. The light highlights it. Maybe that's readable. Anyways, and there's some info down here as well, talking about their plant-based energy, proprietary blend of all that stuff. Again, this is 200 milligrams of caffeine. Then there's more marketing material on the side. Yeah. So these are all their claims. Whether it's true or not, who knows? It says that it does not have high fructose corn syrup or BS claims. Well, okay. Harness the power of great tasting clean energy. Yeah, it's quite the... Anyways, I like the look of the can. It's pretty cool. And then on the top, it's white, the silver tab on it. I know it's so bright that it's hard to tell, but there we go. All right, let's try this one out. Pop it open. I'll use this cup. I'll clean it out a little bit first. Should be clean, but it's naturally colored, which is nice. Got kind of a slight beige pink color to it. You can see the carbonation. Looks good. Goes along with the guava strawberry look or marketing on it. Let's see what it smells like. Yeah, definitely has a... It's fruity, strawberry. Yeah, I think the guava is noticeable too. Not bad. So this, again, is the Rainstorm Guava Strawberry. Let's try it out. Some tartness. The carbonation isn't super noticeable after pouring it into a glass. Let me try it from the can here. Mm. The carbonation is soft, if that makes any sense. It's relatively minimal carbonation, even though it's definitely noticeable, like visually. Strong fruity flavor to it. The strawberry flavor is noticeable, and there is that sort of guava-y type taste. It has a lot of sodium in here. 280 milligrams, 12% of your daily value. I think I can tell from like the aftertaste. Like the feel in my mouth from all the sodium. I think flavor wise, it's pretty nice. I like the combo of that guava flavor plus the strawberry flavor. Obviously, there's no actual fruit juice in here, but I think they do a decent job of mimicking the taste of those fruits. So, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, overall, pretty pleasant flavor, in my opinion. I think this would work fine if you pour it into a glass with ice. There's enough flavor to it that you'll be all right, most likely, not watering it down too much with the ice. So with the sweeteners, we have that erythritol, and then we also have sucralose. Those are two that I don't like. I don't prefer, just like based on what I've read about them. But obviously, do your own research. Uh, the erythritol one is supposed to be a natural one, but there's some research that isn't great on other aspects of it. I don't want to get into that, but you can read up on it. I obviously drink it because I'm drinking it now. I'm not super concerned about it, but it's just things to consider. Yeah, it has a lot of stuff going on here. It says green tea extract, 45% EGCG, guarana extract, bunch of vitamins. I do notice a slight bitterness. So I think if you look at the label and then you think about the flavor, you can kind of notice a little bit of vitamin bitterness. But overall, I'd say it's pretty decent tasting. 200 milligrams caffeine. Yeah, might as well check it out if you're into these type of energy drinks. Again, that was the Rainstorm Guava Strawberry. All right. No comments? Okay. Next up, I'm going to clean this cup out because I only have 2 cups. But oh, do this one next. That should be good. All right. Good enough. Anyways, next up, let me see. How's it called? Calamansi. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but take a look at this Gina Calamansi juice drink. It's 8.5 fluid ounce, 250 milliliters. I'm unfamiliar with this fruit, so it'll be a first time experience for me. Yeah. Take a look at the nutrition facts. Contains 10% juice, 160 calories for this little can. And then we've got 5 milligrams of sodium, 39 total carbohydrates, 32 grams of total sugars, 7 grams of added sugars. It has vitamin A, C, D, calcium, iron, and potassium. And then for the ingredients, we've got water, calamansi extract, sugar and vitamin C, ascorbic acid. And then it is a product of the Philippines. Yeah. Yeah, let's show this on screen up close. Here's the brand and the fruit. And down here, I guess that's what it looks like. Looks similar to some sort of lime, maybe. 10% juice, 160 calories. That's quite a bit for this little can. 32 grams of total sugars. 7 grams of added sugars. Then we got our vitamins. Vitamin A, C, D, calcium, iron, and potassium. Ingredients: water, calamansi extract, sugar, and vitamin C. So very simple ingredients. That's nice. There's the company. I'm not sure what this is. No artificial flavor or coloring added. No preservatives added. Shake can before opening. Serve cold. It's probably good enough. I don't want to go too crazy with the shake up. So for this one, I'm just gonna pour the whole thing in here. There we go. Let's get up, or get a close up. If the camera focuses. Yeah, that is calamansi juice, I guess. There's no artificial coloring, so this is natural. And then it obviously has some vitamins, vitamin C, A, D, calcium, iron, potassium. I don't know if that would contribute to the color at all, but and there's sugar. Yep. Looks like a drink. Let's do a smell test. I don't smell much from it. Maybe a very slight citrusy smell. But anyways, this is the Gina Calamansi juice. Let's try it out. Wow. It is citrusy. Just a little bit of bitterness. Trying to think of what other fruit would be similar. I do think it's a mix, flavor wise, of lime and lemon. The aftertaste of this fruit is different. It's unique. Hmm. It almost tastes like they added some of the rind to the drink. Like they put the whole thing in there because it to me it tastes like a lime that you would just grind the whole thing up and then put in a drink. Because I get that sourness, I get the little bit of bitterness that I would imagine comes from the rind of a fruit, like an orange or a lime or lemon maybe. Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it tastes interesting. There is a lot of sugar in here. This is a lot of calories, 160 calories for this little 8.5 fluid ounce drink, 250 milliliters. Hmm. Still, even with all of the sweetness, like the sugar, still seems pretty refreshing. Definitely, if you want to put ice with this, I think that would be a good combination. It's going to water it down a little bit and make it slightly less intense with the bitterness and such. I think that would work nicely. But overall, I like the flavor. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Pretty citrusy, quite sour for what it is. Obviously, sweet from all the sugar and the juice itself. But I like it. Something different, at least for me. Yeah. Again, that was the Gina Calamansi juice. Not too bad. Next, let's get this out of the way. I need to drink some water after that. Next up, I saved this one for last because it's the biggest. So I'm hoping that it stays cooler longer. But anyways, let's take a look at this Roar Organic Cucumber Watermelon drink. So it's 18 fluid ounce, 532 milliliters, complete hydration. Take a look at the nutrition facts. So this one, they have 2 servings per bottle, 5% juice. So for the entire bottle, 20 calories, 110 milligrams of sodium, 10 grams of total carbohydrates, 2 grams of total sugars, 1 gram of added sugars, 7 grams of sugar alcohol. And then we've got calcium, iron. Well, some of these are listed as 0 milligrams. So the calcium has something in it. The potassium, vitamin A, C, E, B6, and B12, and then pantothenic acid. Then some of their marketing material. I can show that on screen once I'm doing a close up. Let's see. Naturally flavored vitamin enhanced beverage, according to them. Ingredients, we've got filtered water, organic coconut water from concentrate, which is water, SUFFICIENT, to constitute. Okay, sufficient to reconstitute, if that's the right word. Organic coconut water concentrate, organic erythritol, so that's a sugar alternative, low calorie sweetener. Organic cane sugar, organic natural flavors, organic fruit and vegetable juice for color, sea salt, malic acid, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, potassium citrate, citric acid, organic stevia leaf extract. That's another low calorie sweetener alternative to sugar. And then there's the different vitamins. Yeah, that's about it. Let's see what where the company is. Bethlehem, PA is where they're located. Anyways, do a close up. Very flashy looking container. Roar. Difficult word to pronounce. Organic cucumber water. 18 fluid ounce, 532 milliliters. And then we've got our, start with the nutrition facts. 5% juice, 20 calories for the bottle. And take note of the sodium content, 110 milligrams. It's a fair amount for a drink. And then also the sugar alcohols, it's quite a bit, 7 grams. It's probably the erythritol that they're adding to it. Then you can see the different vitamins, minerals. A bit of marketing material. Electrolyte, vitamins, antioxidants, coconut water. There's a bit more over here as well. Caffeine-free, non-GMO, vegan. I think we've covered everything. Oh, I got to do the ingredients here. So we've got filtered water, the coconut water. Again, take note of the sweeteners. That erythritol, and then also the stevia. So stevia is one of the more recent ones, and it's one of the claimed natural ones. But this one is as well. I just have seen some research on this one that I'm not like thrilled about. So do your own research and understand what you're drinking with these low calorie sweeteners. Yeah. Anyways. There we go. Let's pop this open. Try it out. Probably good. Oops, I didn't get the cap on right. Easier said than done, I guess. And there it is. Naturally colored, which is nice to see. As always. We'll zoom in. This glass reflects some of my screen on there, which is kind of awkward, but that's what it looks like. Yeah. Obviously no carbonation on this one. Do a smell test. Yeah, I do smell a slight, probably the watermelon's what I'm noticing. Maybe the coconut. Anyways, this is the Roar Organic Cucumber Watermelon drink thing. Let's try it out. Yeah, I do notice the watermelon cucumber flavors. fairly sweet tasting. It's kind of thick. Yeah, you've got the earwathitol and the stevia. Stevia has a very distinct flavor usually. I do notice it. It's a bit of bitterness. If you ever had stevia, you'll know what that tastes like. Kind of hard to describe, but there's usually a bitter finish to a stevia sweetened drink. But personally, I'd rather have more stevia in this than the erythritol stuff, but it has the opposite. Because usually when you look at the ingredients here, the stuff at the top is the most, and it goes downward. Uh, Part of the flavor profile, what I'm tasting is the coconut water, because that also has a distinct flavor to it, which isn't a bad thing. It's just know what you're going to drink, right? Yeah. I don't mind it. I think the flavor is pretty decent. Whether it tastes natural, I mean, it's got 5% juice, but that's probably the coconut water. I don't think it's, I don't think it has any actual watermelon or actual cucumber in here. I see organic natural flavors, organic fruit and vegetable juice for color. Got the salt. Yeah, I'm not seeing any mention of watermelon or mention of cucumber. So it's just whatever flavor they somehow add to it. Hmm. I think this one would be nice if it's very cold. So add it to ice. It has enough flavor that I think you can add it to a glass or something and add some ice. Should be fun. Uh, there is a lot going on with the vitamins and minerals, quite a bit. We've got the coconut water, which is nice. I like that. I'm not thrilled about the sweetener, the ERYTHRITOL, but that's just me, my personal preference. I just rather not have that one in here. But this also has a stevia. So yeah, overall, I think it's fine. It's different, something unique. Got a lot of vitamins and stuff going on. The flavor is okay. You've got the cucumber watermelon esque taste. There's no actual cucumber or actual watermelon in here. They say natural flavors, so whatever that means. And a lot of the ingredients are organic, so that's a plus as well. Obviously, low calorie. You're gonna get something if you don't like drinking high, large, high calorie things or just water. I guess this could be a occasional alternative if you want some vitamins and something with more flavor. So yeah, it's different. It's interesting at the very least. Maybe check it out if you're curious. Again, that's the Roar Organic Cucumber Watermelon Complete Hydration Drink. Yep. Anyways, oops, my phone turned off. Make sure I don't see any comments, so I'm gonna end stream here unless you have any questions. Fun little drink review stream. I do this, and I also review tech, like computer stuff, photography equipment, all that, under different names. So, Scotty Joe Food Reviews is the thing I do for these, but my full name, and then also Photography Bonsai Tech, I suppose, or other branding things I go by. Anyways, I'm going to head out. Hopefully you enjoyed the little taste tests review. See ya. Here's that. I'm also going to sign out of the YouTube stream. Didn't have many